We have built well over 1,000 computers. We have built custom PCs inside of mineral oil tanks, inside of cardboard, inside of wood, but we have never really set up our own networking before.
We suck at it, to be blunt, and we somehow managed to con Ubiquity into sending almost $1,000 worth of networking gear for us noobs to try to figure out in today's video. If you're a networking pro, you might want to close your eyes, but we'll talk about that after word from today's sponsor.
I love cars, but if you've ever worked on one, you know parts list, forum threads, repair notes, torque specs, it all piles up and it's so complicated. And honestly, there's no way to keep it all in mind. And that's where today's sponsor, Recall, comes into play. Recall is an AI-powered knowledge base that helps you organize and actually use everything you capture. And I'm talking articles, videos, PDFs, podcasts, notes, and so much more. Whenever you are online, Recall is ready to help save and digest information you feed it. When you click the Recall extension, you can summarize an entire web page with one click, giving you an editable notebook and auto-categorizing the data as it enters your base. And if you want to quiz yourself to really make sure you've captured everything, Recall can actually do AI-generated quizzes on the topics you've been doing. So whether you're into cars, tech, or fitness, you can build your own personal knowledge base. You can even chat with it as it draws on all the cards you've given it to give you insights, patterns, and new ideas in a seamless conversation format. Use promo code ToastyBros25 for an exclusive discount, and thanks again to Recall for sponsoring today's video. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
So first of all, shout out to Ubiquity. They're not the sponsor of this video, but Ubiquity was very nice in responding to my request to basically get a bunch of gear for the ToastyBros HQ to improve some of the major networking problems we have here at the office. But I gotta have a big disclaimer, we are not networking pros by any extent. We're probably gonna say some terminology very wrong. We're probably gonna set things up in a optimal way, and that's what this video is for. You guys can actually give us some recommendations down below. Will we follow them? Potentially. But this video is going to be more of a fun, explorative video where we show you guys the problem we're currently having in our office, which is Wi-Fi related and throughput issues with how we distribute our 5 gig internet we now have, and just hopefully have some fun along the process and maybe learn some things and maybe start a snowball effect of learning more about networking, because well, Jackson and I just don't have that much knowledge when it comes to it. But you know what? We're all about learning here, and we might as well make a video about it. So let's talk about the stuff they sent and how it's gonna fix our problems.
So our current Wi-Fi setup is designed for a house, and if you don't know, ToastyBros HQ, it's not a house, it's an actual business building. It is 7,000 square feet, and we're using decos currently, which, you know, hey, shout out, I use them at home. They work pretty decent at my house, but inside of this building, they're lackluster. Honestly, we can barely use Wi-Fi in the building, and it's been that way for what, 5 years now? It's not great, and even our routers for a long time were also just standard home grade TP-Link, so Ubiquity is nice enough to send over these U7 Pro XGs, which they sent 3 of them, and how we're gonna hook these up is with Ethernet. So they're not just gonna be like repeating a Wi-Fi signal, because that's kind of our issue now. They're gonna actually each get their own Ethernet and basically become a Wi-Fi router for each of them.
Now, one thing to demo why our Wi-Fi sucks, I think hopefully this just doesn't work perfectly fine, but I mean, when it comes to networking, sometimes stuff works and it doesn't. I have this little YouTube short that our guy Zach edited, and a big problem I have when we're on the Wi-Fi is just downloading them to my phone on 5 gig internet, by the way. This is painfully slow for 490 megabytes. It's getting a little faster, but watch what happens when I just switch to cellular data. It's not any faster, actually. So you know what? That tells you something right there. It's already struggling in this room because this room has all this stuff around here that makes it really hard to get any sort of signal in here. So hopefully the Wi-Fi does remedy that. But on top of fixing that issue, we also have this switch. This is the Pro Max 24 PoE from Ubiquity. This thing's kind of crazy, and I heard it has RGB also, which we'll show in just a second. Hey, PC gamers, gotta love some RGB. But why we have this is it does come with what's called PoE++, maybe plus, or is it 2 pluses?
I think it's 2 pluses.
It's 2 pluses, plus, which allows us to power our Wi-Fi devices here with just Ethernet. We can just plug it in, boom, we're good to go. You know, I never really accounted for the Ethernet cables. I'm assuming we have enough for everything we're doing here?
We got, so at PC Bros, we have cable stock. We have 3,000-foot rolls. I have no clue how much is left in them because we make a lot of Ethernet cables. We make them to sell, and also we have people coming off the street that are like, hey, I need a 24-foot Ethernet cable. We'll make them on the spot, so who knows how much cable we have.
But yeah, we'll go ahead and show you guys the networking setup here in just a second to further explain what we're going to be doing with this, because not only is this setup going to work for improving the Wi-Fi, we have what's called a throughput issue, which, to be fair, this isn't going to fix. It's more or less fixing the line that we have running from our firewall to the switch to this side of the office. But let's just not waste more time and take you to that area and show you what it's all about.
So basically, all the stuff you see here is nothing. It's no longer being used. This was previous tenant for the enterprise internet. This was our enterprise internet, which was a lot of money. So now we have this UFO from AT&T, which is 5 gig fiber, then has a really nice, David actually just replaced this. So this is a Cat 7 cable going into our Dream Machine Pro firewall.
Check it out, check out that car.
Oh yeah, Jonah's Z. Yeah, don't even try to break in. We get security. This is actually PoE security too from Reolink, but that's besides the point because Ubiquity has some really dope security stuff that they wanted to send, but we were like,
we just installed the Reolink. I would love to upgrade at some point, but
I just
Ubiquity,
can't right now.
we got to wait on that.
But hey, if your all stuff works out great, I bet we will eventually switch over. This stuff's actually old, I believe. I think this stuff was free. That's not even hooked up, is it? Yeah, these aren't even like on. I don't even know what this is or why it's here. I think everything's just going through this firewall, which has how much total throughput? Is it 3.2?
So it has 3.5 gigabit
3.5.
throughput.
Right.
So basically the problem that we're having right now is, well, to be fair, we have 5 gig internet, so in theory we'll never really fully be able to utilize all 5 gig with the throughput we have on our firewall. That could be an upgrade in the future at some point, but the problem that we're having is we believe we have a Cat 5e that is running from this firewall
all
to our side of the office, which Cat 5e is limited to gigabit, and because of that, we're unable to get anything more than someone doing a full stream of gigabit, and then the internet just dies out on that side over there. So the idea is we want to get to a faster rated cat internet, meow, furry confirmed, rawr. But we would just want basically what, like Cat 6 or Cats, what do we have, Cat 6?
We have Cat 6, which I think that does up to 10. It's either 5 or 10, it's plenty, but like Matt was saying, I know a lot of you pros at home were like, why not just get 5? Get all the equipment for 5. We don't care, in all honesty. We really don't. We just are annoyed because whenever, we download a lot of games, right? Matt, every time we need to benchmark, Matt hops on that benchmark PC, which is every day, multiple times a day, loads up Steam, Battle.net, takes up the full gig that we have for the ToastyBros. So then all of our guys working up front, whether it's Jonah needing to do listings, McAllister editing, Zach needing to pull downloads for photos and stuff, it makes where there's almost no throughput left. Like Matt's using that full gig that we're getting on that Ethernet cable. So really, like Matt was saying earlier, we probably could have fixed most of this by just getting a better Ethernet cable, but
we also wanted to fix the Wi-Fi too, because the Wi-Fi, even though my demo wasn't great, trust me, the Wi-Fi is not great and it has a lot of issues. So we figured this would just be a double whammy to kind of intro ourselves into trying to fix this stuff ourselves or potentially breaking this ourselves. So I guess the full plan will be we're going to get the switch installed and we'll be able to run basically everything that's on the firewall. Well, first we gotta connect the firewall to the switch, and then everything will be switched over to the not the firewall, we switch from the firewall to the switch, and then we need to swap out the line that's coming from that switch to the side over there in ToastyBros, which Zach, our lovely climber, he's such an adventurer, is going to be going up there with an action camera to show you guys why this is quite a difficult process, but probably much easier than it normally would be in a normal business area, because this whole thing is a warehouse that has offices built on the inside. I mean, just look up. You can just see how we're going to have to do this. We'll do that whole process, we'll get the cables run, and then hopefully we can fix a couple things in this video. The Wi-Fi and the networking on that side in terms of throughput. So what should we do first? Should we figure out where we're going to put these access points? Pause for a quick meeting. Probably should have thought about that. So currently, and this is the best time for Jonah to be recording, is when we figure out that we're not prepared for this at all.
This one's just empty.
That one's empty, and that's 5E, so that won't help us.
Yeah.
We have 5E up there, and then our Cat 6 is 100 feet.
Yeah, like that's just my guess, because there's not... I just lost the end.
So what is going to be the hardest, longest run? And how long do you think that's?
The ones that going up to the ToastyBros office for sure.
And how many feet do you think that is?
Probably like 50 to 75. The real question is going to be, because we need a cable going just to our switch, and then that'll disperse to the other switches, right? I think we're going to need a separate cable for the Wi-Fi repeater if we want to have one up at the ToastyBros office again.
Don't we have one? Do we not have one hooked up to the...
We do, but it's Cat 5.
Okay.
That's the issue. Is almost. I just thought about it. Almost everything we have is Cat 5e.
Yeah.
So we won't need to touch our film room. The film room is fine because we already talked about that. We're not running a Wi-Fi repeater in there, and we just need a gigabit in the film room.
We don't need Cat 6 in the film room because the idea is that room, we just want to be honestly limited to gigabit through the cable. I mean, I know there's other ways to do it, but just limiting the cable because we wanted to be able to download at full gigabit speed and the rest of office still have some bandwidth to work with.
And we can always fix that later. Just like every problem in life, we do it later.
Is there, I mean, I guess Amazon,
PCs?
I was like, is there anywhere we can get
Cat 6
locally?
Get 1,000 feet locally.
I feel like it's only Amazon.
So we're looking at Best Buy. They actually have these in stock, up to like 100 and, did they go further actually? No, 150 feet is the max we can get for Cat 6, $20. I remember when Best Buy cables were like $100 for HDMI. So we're thinking 1 for 1 repeater.
Yep.
I think the second repeater would probably make sense. There's a customer up there.
I'm trying to think spacing, because there'd be the one here, and that technically would cover, we think about it like
probably the whole warehouse.
And then one in the
ToastyBros.
Like ToastyBros maybe in the hallway, and then one in ToastyBros, or like, and there's one room that we have trouble with. In the film room, would that serve like this over here? Because I'm just thinking like coverage area. Like if we do film room, and then, or like the hallway here outside the film room.
We could always drop one like in there and have it like up on the shelf where it's right next to the film room.
Yeah.
Because I mean, then we would have the warehouse pretty much fully covered because that's all open.
Yeah.
If we did one in like the PC Bros office section, that'd probably cover most of this. And then if we did one, literally, it would just be the room over. Yeah, we'd be surrounded by 5G, and most of those aren't even going to be close to 100 feet. We would have extra cable. Like I don't think we need 150. I'm almost positive we need 150. We could always buy 150.
150 just back up.
But I would say the rest, 100 or 75, would be fine. But probably just 100 to be safe. So we'll just say three 100 foot or maybe one 150, and then we're gonna need a new. We can show them our network.
Yeah, that's probably guys. Close your eyes, by the way, because this is gonna be the worst cable management you've ever seen.
Yeah, I still love this.
Okay, so
this time we need to fix this because
this is horrendous.
This has been like this since we first.
And we should also probably know which one's which, because so basically what's going on is that one line from that spot you guys saw is coming in,
and it's our whole.
It's going to the switch that is hidden in this abyss.
Because there's 2 down there.
There's 2, and then another one goes back out into the film room.
Yep. So basically, it's like we have one line coming in for the ToastyBros. That one line goes back out to the film room. But yeah, one Cat 5e has been powering all of ToastyBros for years now. So we run a Cat 6 to it. We're probably going to leave the Cat 5e that's going back to the film room. That should be easy to figure out. We can always hook up a laptop or something. And then, that'd be 4. So we could say 4 100 foot and then a backup 150.
Yeah. So 5.
I think that's it. Let's check we haven't even unboxed.
Let's unbox the stuff real quick to see what it looks like.
Yeah, because who knows if it comes with cables and, I mean, what if we need patch? I don't even think we'll need patch cables. We're not that fancy.
But if you get the clear cables, you can see the RGB through them.
All right, Ubiquity with their clean packaging. Respect. Dude, look at that. It's so clean. Just a single Ethernet cable entrance, and these don't need power, which is so cool because of PoE. Which is really done by the switch in all honesty, and then it's just like it's a cover.
Oh, nice.
Very fancy, very good looking.
They're so minimal.
Yeah, you can definitely tell based on this, you got a plate. Oh, this actually shows you where to mount everything. So you can put this up on a ceiling or like a wall, which we might do. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how, there goes that. We'll see how clean we want to be. I don't think this comes with, it doesn't come with a cable at all.
Nope.
Okay.
So that's just all the gear to mount it, if you want to mount it, or how you want to mount it.
If we mount it.
If we mount it, it's just going to be dangling there.
Yeah, we're going to have it dangling from the wall.
All right, let's see this 24-port switch. It's probably going to be one of the bigger, nicer switches we've seen. I mean, it's $799, so.
So that's a bulk of the money.
Yep. Oh, that's a
it looks like Apple.
Nah, Ubiquity, I know you're watching, but you kind of have like some Apple-esque when it comes to your networking stuff. I respect it.
Oh, they gave us mounting hardware for the Switch?
1, 2, 3. There they all are. Nice.
All right.
So there's the 10 gig.
Yep, 10 gig. We got our little display screen here. Nothing on the bottom. And then the back's going to be really basic. So we have our input here. So I'll take our fancy. Oh, look, it has a lock too. And then this is a
UPS Connect. So I guess you can get
USP. That's crazy. It looks just like a 24 pin for a PC.
I guess it's a device management connector for IoT. So basically, I guess it's some way to hook it up to people who have stuff that we don't have, is what I'm going to say.
Internet of Things.
Internet of Things. Y'all can tell us down below.
Means. And I'm guessing, is this going to be like our RGB here?
So I think it's lit up on the ports, if I remember right. If this is the right one. There was literally the listing shows RGB, and I'm just like, okay, RGB, nice.
They did it for clickbait. Okay, so we now know. I just wanted to check before we went and bought anything. This does not come with a single cable. It comes with power cables. So Yeah, we need to go buy stuff.
Best Buy. All right, we're back from Best Buy and our bellies are full, and we fixed the run, guys. Look at this.
Yeah, what do you guys think? It's up to code. So we ran an Ethernet 100 foot all the way to the AT&T router, which has 2.5 gig output. We ran it straight from there because we were kind of suspected.
Jonah, do you like this run?
This is good. I don't think this is it. Leave it as is.
Well, yeah, Jonah, if you didn't hear with these Cat 6 cables, Best Buy said they could only do gigabit. So we were like, well, that kind of defeats the purpose. So we're straight to Matt's PC, which has 2.5 gig. We're also on 2.5 gig for the router, and check this out. Watch it be really slow now.
Whoa!
Oh yeah. Which, I mean, obviously we're not gonna get like the full 2.5 gig because it's not like enterprise, it's just business grade, but like that is tremendously better than we've ever gotten. And as we've said before, we don't even want to see this number on most of our equipment. We just want bandwidth to be able to be split better throughout the office. Yep. Look at the upload. We can upload YouTube videos so fast.
Yo!
Wow.
All right, so we know the cables are proper Cat 6 because,
Yeah.
again, we had some doubts. But now that we have them, it is time to begin the runs. All right, Zach, how do you feel about this?
I'm scared of heights.
No, he loves heights. Don't let him tell you different.
All right, so while Zach's playing his TFT, it's his lunch break. You know, Jonah's behind Matt eating
that's great. Yeah, he's eating
quesadilla.
right now.
What do you call it, Jonah? A dilla? Dilla no creamy? Oh. Anyways, so Matt's actually he's gonna really nicely label each Ethernet cable so we actually know what they go to.
I have to film and label? Like, what is Jonah here for?
Take company money.
Stealing company time? Nice.
He's got to afford that McLaren somehow.
You can't say we don't have good production value when he's about to go up there with this thing.
I got 2 mics on at the same time too. This is about to go crazy.
And his t-shirt is a stolen image off of Getty
Temu,
Images.
there's no laws at Temu. All right. So this is the really downside of already have unbundled this whole cable.
It feels like I'm watching a Linus Tech Tips video where he's in his server closet and he's just like, something caught on fire. So what's this one gonna be?
This will be the ToastyBros repeater. So if you can just call it warehouse repeater if you want.
Warehouse.
So here's where the fun part is not falling through the ceiling because all this tile, it's called drop tile, and they call it drop tile because you drop through it.
I don't remember that being the definition.
There's chain link fence up here.
Yeah, there's just a dangling power strip behind this thing. There's a bunch of boxes of Ethernet.
I don't know, man. I don't get it. There's like a light up here that's not even on and it's hot. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I don't just want to like run stuff along the ceiling. I'm basically running this, like when I say the ceiling, I mean like just on the floor. But I guess it's the ceiling when you're below it. It makes it to where it's harder to like find things. We don't want to step directly on that. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Fall through the ceiling real quick.
Chat. There he is. He's all the way over there. Guys, should we build this out where we can like actually have another floor? We'll make it to where people can actually come up here and hire some kids that know ChatGPT.
Yeah, Matt, I just found a vent right here that just goes straight into ToastyBros. It's not hooked up to anything.
I'm waiting for all the comments that are like, you guys
Matt,
didn't
look.
mount this cable?
You see this?
That is perfect.
I've reached basically the end. I guess if you want to grab me one of the Ubiquity switches, I don't know, I could just set it here for now. Actually make sure the signal's good before we mount it. Oh yeah. All right, Ubiquity number 1. All right, so we got a Convict and a ToastyBro. So Matt, you got a 50-foot cable ready?
I got a 50-foot cable ready, I don't know.
Just heads up, Zach, this board right here is not screwed in. Very useful, but not screwed in.
I think that's sturdier than most of the stuff you're gonna walk across.
So this one will be TB film room Wi-Fi or repeater, whatever you want to call it. Now the fun part of this is gonna be figuring out where we can put this in the ceiling.
This got really tangled. Holy shit, how to do this?
I think there's a speaker in the ceiling.
A speaker?
Oh no, that's probably a light bulb.
You mean to go into the film room?
Yeah, I just realized he's going in there without a ladder, so I don't know how useful he'll be, but he'll be in there.
I think they're feeding it through up here.
Do you hear me?
Yeah!
I know it's a different spot. Do you see the ceiling tile?
I see the ceiling tile. Like you're like right above the merch on the wall.
I mean, we could always mount it up there, I guess.
Yeah, if we wanted to mount it.
We could go above the door, right?
Yeah, I can go above the door. Gimme! That's fine. Yeah, that'll work.
That's perfect then.
That'll work.
Third cable run. All right, Zach. So this is, we'll just call this one let's just do the third repeater is what we'll call it.
Third repeater.
So we're going in order, you know. I'm trying to run these all the same, like, route as I can.
Are you gonna want me in the ToastyBros office? Is that where we're going?
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. I can be up here with Zach to guide him up through. Fuck.
I think I can step here.
He's above us.
Section right here, everything else is drop tile. Matt's screaming below me.
Okay, you're not acknowledging me. You're right above the sticky note wall.
Word.
Zach, are you at the fart spray location?
I am at the fart spray location.
So Zach, we're gonna give you the other cable so you can take it back, okay?
Like all the way back?
I mean, yeah, doesn't that make more sense than having to come back again?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just running it in reverse. Top POV. Oh.
You ready for the next cable?
Sure.
McAllister rigged something up with his, Matt said ADHD, but
I got it.
I think it's autism.
Am I taking the entire spool?
Like 95% of it, yes.
Okay.
I guess we probably should have done it the other way then.
A few moments later.
All right. I'm not even gonna read the instructions. That's how confident
Sorry, Ubiquity.
See that little lock there? Watch. Bink. Now it's locked in.
Nice.
And this is where your cable comes through. So that's pretty easy. I don't understand. I don't know what that's for. We really only need this. Maybe that's for if you're gonna put it like in the ceiling or something. Oh yeah, look, because it comes with these. I think it's for like, if you're
Ceiling
doing
mount.
drop tile.
Yep.
You put these through it and then nuts.
Make it look like a school.
Yeah, but instead we'll just, I'm not even gonna use anchors. Oh, it's gonna be upside down too, by the way.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying if the rep tells me he wants to hop on a call after this, you're getting on the call.
Listen guys, we're professionals, okay?
Is this the level of Wi-Fi that turns the frog gay?
Trade you. I'm doing it upside down though because this is up top. And I don't really want it to like dangle downwards. I'm gonna have to line it up now. Oh, that
Wow.
was actually easier than I thought. Clean.
As clean as not going behind the wall can get.
Yeah, I guess the cleanest would have been using, I mean, we literally have drop tile,
I think it's for like if you're doing drop tile.
but
But it's fine.
I don't know. All right, last one.
You guys, if this just works, I promise, whenever we do this server PC, we will fix and clean up everything back there. I
Maybe
promise.
before then even.
Yeah, buddy.
I think this is perfectly acceptable.
All right, power cord. Don't look at this. You all are gonna
Do you have a spot?
I do. It's just, it's embarrassing.
Oh my God.
It has RGB lighting. I told you.
Wow. Dude, that is sick.
Worth.
You know what? I could get into networking. All right, cover removed. But yeah, have you ever seen one like this, Jonah?
Also, network guys, I know this is extra long for our use case, but
Wow, that's okay. And then we go to 10
one
gig.
of the 10 gig, yeah.
I forgot which way I plugged this in. I think it's this way. No flashing light or anything so far. But then again, I don't even know.
It's still starting
Oh,
up.
estimated time room. Okay.
Yeah, it's still
That's cool. It has a little screen. Let's take this peel off. Look at that. Is that an OLED?
I think the one above
Yeah,
it has
this
that.
one's sick. That's Ubiquity too, right?
Yep, that's the Dream Machine firewall.
And we bought that ourselves.
Yes.
So there's that. So TB Wi-Fi. We'll just go.
Right to left.
Yeah. I mean, we don't really have any reason or rhyme for order yet. Okay. All four of those are plugged in. So I guess we don't even have to disconnect anyone just yet.
No.
Because we can just see if any of these. Where is this touchscreen, dude? It is. Oh, look, the fan. You can change the fan speed. Set to auto.
Max.
Restart. Oh, this is cool. Throughput.
Nice.
So right now it's doing nothing. 0.1 megabytes per second.
That makes sense as nothing's happening.
Oh, look, you can see the CPU, the memory usage, the temperature, watt hour. Oh, wow, we can check our ROI. And then this is our ports. It shows the 26 is hooked up. It shows what it's doing.
Oh, they're lighting up now.
So
Yeah,
do
they're on.
you think they're just working right now?
I would assume so. We just got to remote into whatever way to access the switch, and then we should, from whatever IP that is, should be able to configure the Wi-Fi stuff.
Like, do you think that right now if we plugged one into your like,
It should just work. Let's try. Let's
try
just.
it. Oh. Maybe it's taking a minute. You don't have internet, right, Zach? Okay, don't just work.
Don't just work. Unless we just plugged in the one that's not. Actually, they're both hooked up. Never mind.
Because I guess that is probably a managed switch, so it
Yes.
might not just.
Let me ask David how he accesses it. So basically what's going on is we got it working to where we have connection now. We just had to assign our static IP from the terminal on Ubiquity, go online, set it all up. But now we're having an issue where we're running speed tests on our systems here and none of them are getting 2.5 gig, even though the line coming in is now Cat 6. We have a 2.5 gig switch and we have 2.5 gig on the PC. Oh, now we have internet over here. So what we're doing is we're direct connecting to the line that we just ran to McAllister's PC that has 2.5 gig. We're gonna see if he gets 2.5 down.
Or somewhere close to
Or
it.
somewhere close.
Okay.
Okay, all right,
Yeah,
all right.
we're getting it. The internet's just.
All right, so
full
something's with
water.
the switch then.
Yeah, something with.
Something with this is the problem. All right, guys, checking in. So we're still having a couple issues. The main one being the thing we were trying to fix isn't fixed currently. The Wi-Fi is getting set up and everything, but the problem is we ran a speed test a couple times, right? And we were showing that we were getting pretty fast upload speed, but the download speed is still limited to gigabit. So we're getting like 2.5 gig up, but only gigabit up. I don't know what's going on there. We're having some sort of loop back issue. It's throwing an error, whatever that is, for the repeater. We have, or one guy's working on it. This is where you hire people who know these things. But we're learning along the way. We're trying to figure it out as it goes. But we think it's something to do with this guy. It's throwing some error, I don't know. We're kind of troubleshooting that right now, and then we'll have more of an explanation on what's going on. But once that is fixed, then in theory, we should have solved our problem. We have other problems and other projects we can work on here, obviously, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video and we're able to continue on those and try different things, but yeah, you know what? We're just gonna wait and see if we can fix that issue. Okay guys, checking in. It's actually been several days since the last time we did a networking update. Jackson is currently in on the Ubiquity online portal, and it's really nice actually. You can get a lot of stuff done with that. But you wanna explain the current situation we're having? We have it set up now to where we can finally get the 2.5 over here. That part's good. Even though it really didn't require any of the Ubiquity equipment at all, we could just run a cable and fix that problem, that's fine. But that is working, we're good. We're just having a few issues with the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, we think we just might have one AP that's just like not wanting to do 2.5 gigahertz, because you can see we got 2.5 on one of them, 2.5 on another one, working great. This one says FE, which after some research is basically just 100 megabit per second, and that is really slow compared to 2.5 gigabit per second. So yeah, we've been trying to even manually switching to it, and then once you do that, it just stops working altogether. We've tried different cables, we're on a different port now. I don't know, so we're starting to wonder if maybe the AP is just bad or something. Yeah, a lot of the research I've seen points to it's either hardware whenever this error comes up, so it could be Ethernet cable or the AP, but since we've tried multiple different Ethernet cables and it's throwing the same error. Either way, I'm gonna reach out to Ubiquity and we'll just see what they have to say, but this might be one of those where we push the video back a while. You probably won't see an update for maybe a week or two, and we'll hopefully have a new AP if that ends up being the issue. I hope so.
Wi-Fi test. Waves flashing up there. Okay guys, so it has been a couple days, a bunch of fine-tuning of this network, and I think we got the Wi-Fi to the best we're going to get it at this point. I'll go ahead and run a speed test for you guys real quick to show you guys what we're working with, but here's the speed test. So currently connected to the Wi-Fi, I'm using a 17 Pro Max, and oh yeah, look at the download speeds. Oh baby, those are some crazy fast Wi-Fi speeds, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we're looking at 1.3 down, and about 619 up. So that's looking pretty good. Only issue is it's not super consistent. I think we're having some issues with bouncing between the different access points, because the one I'm definitely pulling from is the one that's over there. So we gotta do some fine tuning with that. If you guys have any recommendations for settings that we should do with them, let me know down below. But that's the fastest test I've seen, which is pretty funny because I tested it before starting recording, and this is definitely faster than what I've seen before, but this is really, really fast. And now they've got everything hooked up, this Ubiquity stuff is really awesome. So yeah, this has been a fun project. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it or not too stressed with the lack of knowledge we have in this experience. But let's wrap this video up.
Well guys, we just did a lot of work running wires through ceilings. By we, I mean mostly Zach, but we got pretty much everything set up, and hey, our actual Ethernet is looking golden. I mean, as far as LAN goes, we're getting some super fast speeds that we were not getting before, thanks to Ubiquity for sending everything over, but we still gotta hash out some stuff with the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Wi-Fi is still a little bit of a work in progress, but for the sake of this video, we have everything set up the way we need to. We're troubleshooting one of the access points, potentially having some defects, so we'll keep you all updated down below if we get that sorted out. But this is a good start for you guys. I already imagine it's a pretty long video, and McAllister editing this can let us know down below. Look at him, he's right there already editing. Look at this guy go. But you can let us know down below what you think of this series, if you guys enjoy this networking content. Obviously, if this does well, we can branch off to more stuff, especially Ubiquity stuff that we can showcase here at the office. And again, Noob's Guide to Networking. What did we do majorly wrong in this video? Let us know down below. We're learning, so be a little bit nice, but if you want to buy anything from Ubiquity that we featured in today's video, if we managed to convince you somehow, link in the description down below will be fill links, and they will help us out.
But as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you check out our other 2 YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/ToastyBros, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
We'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.
Now, funny enough, our old networking stuff is actually for sale at PCBros.tech. It's all reset and everything, so we got a lot of stuff in person that's not just gaming PCs.
A lot of different stuff. PC Bros, do you know we have a physical store like Jackson mentioned in Louisville, Kentucky? You can walk in, you can see some cool stuff, buy some great stuff at great deal. Yeah, don't drive in, please. We had that happen before. Let's not have it happen again. Use code ToastyBros on checkout. You will save 3% on your next purchase. Give Jake a high five for me. See you guys later. Goodbye.